Hello, it is Thursday, April 27th, 2023 at 1:46 p.m. Eastern Time, USA, 13:46. I'm Mitch Miller. This is my video journal. Today I just wanted to briefly talk about a few things. So the story about my Dodge Dakota trucks, the thing I didn't say is when I bought the 1988 Dodge Dakota with the 50-50 raffle money from the gun raffle, the following gun raffle after I bought that, I won a door prize. There's guns and there's door prizes. I won a door prize, and it was a knife kit in a square box, 5 or 6 knives for butchering wildlife, and the name of the knives were Dakota. So, like I said, I have an interesting relationship with machines. Take that as a sign that I made the right decision, stuck with Dakota for a while, even though I was having ignition issues. On the note of the gun raffle, I will not be at this gun raffle, this Utica gun raffle at the 4-H Fairgrounds. It's not even held in Utica anymore. We usually serve beer twice a year, but I have a kind of a wedding reception baby shower with Colin and Hillary's cousin, Kaylee. Colin, who I spoke about with helping with accounting on the nonprofit. Their wedding was canceled due to COVID, so they're kind of having a party and a wedding shower because they're expecting up near Buffalo, so I'll be going up to that instead of going to the gun raffle. So don't expect me to serve you a beer if you go to the gun raffle. I invited military personnel to come to those events so that I could serve them a beer. I don't know. We'll probably continue on with the one in the fall, but who knows if we get replaced as the official bartenders of the gun raffle, because my father also cannot be at the gun raffle. I forget why. They're going somewhere, doing something. So don't expect to see me at the gun raffle. A little bit of intel about Venango County. We were driving back from Ken's meet and greet in Oil City. My dad had me look up the hillside along Route 8 between Oil City and Franklin, specifically from the stretch near Kings where I used to work, where there's nothing along the side and you can look up the hill, and there's a wall made of nice cut stone that runs halfway up the hill. My dad explained to me that there used to be an electric train that ran between Franklin and Oil City. Oil City had an amusement park called Monarch Park, and people from Franklin would ride up for the day, go to the park, ride back on the electric train. I don't know how true this is, if my dad's giving me good intel about an electric train existing up there, but he always wanted to get a piece of that cut stone for his collection of cut stones, and he talked about a Christmas Eve operation where we would climb up the hill, roll some stones down, throw them in the back of the truck, act like a tire was blown out if the police came. Don't know if that operation will ever come to fruition. I said we should do it, but I'm always in for interesting operations, right? So the last thing I wanted to talk about was, and again, I don't have much. I don't want to continue to extrapolate many ideas, because for all I know, I haven't been tapped by the government because they just continue to watch these videos and get information. The last thing I want to talk about is how I said we could cross-reference copyright infringement using my book M that still exists on my Amazon account. I can just click a button and make that public again. The EPUB file, the ebook version of the book M, and how that could work through the internet to cross-reference copyright infringement. What I wanted to say was there's a passage in the book M. It's kind of an erotic passage where the sexual orientation of the two characters becomes blurred. It's a brief passage. And the thing about the book M is it's a cross between fiction and nonfiction. It follows a factual storyline, but it meshes fiction, science fiction, and things like that into the storyline. So it's a blur as to whether any of this stuff actually happened or not, right? We could remove that erotic passage, specifically just a few words out of that, so that if this did go public on a large audience, and an international audience, it would not put the two characters at risk of persecution for blurring of sexual orientation, right? It's always a risk. And the reason I bring this up is Africa is passing a lot of laws against homosexuality, so we would want to eliminate, at least in the public sphere, anything that could be misconstrued, just so that people wouldn't become a target. So we remove that passage. We possibly get Amazon to remove the original version completely from their platform. I re-upload a new EPUB file from a Word document that has the omission, and we publish that, and hypothetically government employees buy copies of that for 99 cents, and as they buy that, it cross-references the copyright infringement. So I'm willing to take that passage out. I was never really completely, I knew it would always be a point of contention in people's minds. So anyhow, I'm going to end there. Join me tomorrow when I talk about the campground, its potential for other projects that I've proposed. Right, we're looking into what if System Sudan isn't going to happen? What if Operation Oligarch isn't going to happen? What can we do? How could the government help me in Utica to develop some of these other programs that make a lot of sense, that I think the supercomputers want to do, want to see happen, and do think makes sense on the large scale. So this helps in many regards, and I'll talk about that tomorrow, probably over coffee in the morning. Thanks for watching, and join me tomorrow.